Really funny about this is that Sean Bradley just posted a video that's similar to the one that I'm about to post. And I was already ready to make a video like this because I feel like I just need to do this. Maybe that'll put to rest all these Porsha, Ray Porsha fans that stay coming for me all the time. I'm just going to say my piece on this. And from this point on, I am not going to respond to nobody else's comments on my Housewives video. I refuse. This is my beef with this whole Candy versus Porsha situation. I'm gonna briefly speak on my issues with Phaedra and keep it moving. My problem with Candy versus Phaedra is this. During season 7, when Phaedra was going through the situation with Apollo and all of that shit, Phaedra acted like she was so hurt and sad and depressed to the point to where she was having her issues. Candy was having her own issues in her own life. Sometimes when you're friends with people, when you both are going through things, it creates a bit of distance. That's just real life. It happens all the time. Phaedra started confiding in Nene and Porsha, and she was telling them how Candy ain't been there for her. Nene and Porsha come to Candy and say, look, you need to talk to Phaedra. Y'all got issues. Candy is in the complete dark about this whole little situation about her having issues with them. So she comes to Phaedra to talk about it, and Phaedra said, oh no, everything's fine, you know, we're good. But then later on down the line, we go and we watch the TV, and you know, Candy sees that Phaedra sitting up talking to Nene and Porsha about how Candy wasn't there for her. But when she asked her that, you know what I'm saying, she said everything was good. Don't you think that's fake? This is why I don't fuck with certain people no more. Because of that. You tell everybody else that you got a problem with me, but you can't tell me that. I don't like that. Because I swear, if I got an issue with somebody, I'm going to bring it to you. I'm not going to bring it to everybody else. I'm going to bring it to you. I can't stand when somebody got an issue with me and they want to bring it to somebody else, or they want to try to blast it with a bunch of lies on social media. I can't stand it. That's my issue with Phaedra. On top of that, we go to season 8, and then the situation with the Apollo's belongings in the garage. Then the whole video thing. Phaedra was mad about Candy and Todd hiding Apollo's belongings. Todd was mad about Phaedra not paying her for the video. So they both got an issue with each other. Phaedra had every right to be mad because it would look to me like, okay, you hiding this nigga's shit, so why you hiding my ex's shit for? But in Candy's mind, you know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't like he told us, don't tell Phaedra that I'm hiding my shit at your house. Don't tell Phaedra. He wasn't hiding, so she thought that Phaedra was in the know about the whole little situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we hiding his shit. She knows about it, whatever. The same thing with Cynthia and Peter. They thought she knew about it. So that's why she was mad. The feds come to their house, and you know they suspect that she called them, and I would have suspected it too. Now everybody want to point the finger and say, okay, Candy called, you know, Candy said that Phaedra called the feds on her. She never accused her of it. She said she suspected it. That is a big difference of a suspicion and an accusation. Have a seat. So we get into season 9 last year with all this shit going on. Candy and Phaedra have a conversation, and Candy pretty much blasts Phaedra because all this time you going around having pity parties with everybody. Nene, Porsha, everybody. Telling everybody ain't there for you, and you so depressed about Apollo leaving, but you was already talking to another man saying by the time the new year come, you was going to be married to him. You was ready for Apollo ass to leave, but in front of everybody else, in front of Nene, in front of Porsha, in front of the viewers, you was happy that he was leaving. But you using me as a scapegoat to say I wasn't a true friend to you when your ass was sitting up here plotting your next move from the very beginning. It's fucked up. That's bullshit. Happened to me. That's why I don't fuck with certain people, like I said before. On top of that, you get into the situation with that. Candy told Cynthia and Kenya about that. So Porsha got upset, and she decided to confront Candy about the situation with her and Phaedra. This is where Candy and Porsha's issues start. She decides that she wants to hop in and take a side. When you have two people that have a beef with each other, you need to stay out of it. Simple as that. Simple as that. When two people that you know got a beef and you cool with both of them, you stay the fuck out of it. You supposed to be neutral. Porsha was not being neutral. She hopped in and she chose a fucking side, which was Phaedra's side. Even though Candy had always been there for her, even though Candy always had her back, even though Candy always rallied for this bitch, but she just showed her ass and put it in her face. Instead of just saying, both of y'all need to chill out, you only going in on Candy, knowing the shit that Phaedra did. You know what I'm saying? Just like Candy's hands ain't clean, you know what I'm saying? Phaedra's hands wasn't clean either, but you making her out to be the innocent victim. Now you want to say, but you going around telling people I had sex with Block. Candy never said you had sex with Block. Candy told Sheree that that Block had told, no, you had told her about the things that Block said about her. Sheree wanted to know how the fuck you knew Block. Candy said you knew Block because you dated him. She never said you fucked him, but you mad because she said that shit about Block? What the fuck is the big deal? You dated the nigga. What is your point? Why are you mad? But everybody want to use that as an excuse. Candy tried to blast him. She didn't try to blast him. She just said the dude told Porsha negative things about her that Porsha told her, and the only reason why Porsha knows Block is because Porsha used to date him. That is not no damn big deal to say. Really? Y'all would use anything to make this bitch the victim. When it came back down to it, Phaedra was saying all this shit about Candy and Shamia, turned around and said Shamia was fucking Candy anti. And what did Porsha say? Not a damn word. So again, taking Phaedra's side over another person that always had her back, Shamia. Now, when Sheree said she was in a closet, girl, or still in one, now you want to imply that Candy was in a closet. So Sheree tells Marlo that shit. Marlo puts it out on the table that Porsha said that Candy was in the closet. So that's why Candy got upset and said, now I know Porsha ain't talking. She wanted to sit up here and talk about me being in the motherfucking closet, but she out here fucking around and pushing around on women just as much as I am, but you want to sit up here and take shots at what the fuck I'm doing when you like it just as much as I do? I would have probably done the same thing, bitch. Who the fuck are you to try to out me as a damn lesbian when you do the same shit? You the one telling me you want to eat me till I come, but you want to out me as a lesbian. So, but y'all want to, sweep that under the rug, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Porsha was trying to be malicious when she did that, cause Candy never told her business until she did that. So then they meet up, and Porsha tell all these lies about Marvin, the sex dungeon, the drugging, all of this shit, all that shit. Had no remorse about it, nothing. No remorse. So then we get to Hawaii, and that's when Candy shows them all the text messages and everything. And then here go Porsha. Someone told me that you were going to drug me and take me to a sex dungeon. And so she said that she thought it was true. All because Phaedra told you it was true. But see, here's my thing talking about, if y'all want to say, if my best friend told me that somebody was trying to drug me, then I would have believed it. Y'all seem to forget that Candy and Porsha were great friends too. And all this time, Candy ain't ever tried to do nothing to Porsha. So why the fuck would she believe it now? Trying to be malicious. Trying to slander the bitch name. Doing all of Phaedra's dirty work like a dumbass bitch because she ain't got no mind of her own. But y'all want to say, she was duped. She was manipulated. Porsha just a dumbass bitch who has the IQ of a third grader. Y'all want to sit up here and make me feel sorry for this bitch? Please. So then she do all of that, and then at the reunion, Phaedra exposed for doing it, for being the one that set the rumor up, and for Porsha to tell it. So now we get into season 10. Now that Phaedra ain't here, Porsha ain't got nobody to film with. So now everybody believes that Candy need to get over it. Candy need to get over it. Candy need to get over it. Get over what? Would you get over it if somebody sat up there and said that you tried to drug them and take them to a sex dungeon, and then it was repeated on TV, and that could have hurt my brand, my business, everything that I ever worked for, and you expect me to forgive this bitch in 2.5 seconds? It's different if you just said I was fucking somebody, or I did this, or I did that, and we throw shade or whatever. That's different. But when it goes to you making Bill Cosby ass allegations against me, it's a fucking problem. It's just some shit that cannot be forgiven. A lot of shit that happened to me this year, some shit you know, some shit you don't. If a motherfucker try to blast me with some bullshit that ain't even true, I never fuck with them. Ever fuck with them. again. Ever again. Some shit I never forgive a bitch for. You're lying on me. You know what I'm saying? You're telling lies on me. You making up all this shit and you think that you're supposed to get away with it. You think that because you apologize, okay, 5 minutes later, we're supposed to be friends again. It doesn't go that way. You don't give nobody no time stamp on how long they supposed to forgive somebody. You really don't. I'm not one for holding grudges, but I forgive people on my own time. If I feel like it's the time to forgive you, then I will forgive you when it's time to. This is some whole next level shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going in on Candy for holding a grudge. But y'all was all for Phaedra holding grudges and not forgiving Kenya for a situation that Apollo created, for a lie that he told, and after it was revealed that he lied on this bitch, she still was blaming her for the situation, still not forgiving her, still sitting up there taking Apollo's word for it when he told the lie, when he admitted that he lied. But it was all fine and dandy then. It was all fine and dandy for everybody to go in on Kenya, and I was one of the people that was. It was fine for everybody to be going in on Kenya about Phaedra and everything else that Kenya did. But when everybody want to go in on Porsha, it's now a problem because the bitch crying, shedding tears, playing victim. It's just her turn to be in a motherfucking hot seat. Everybody done had their turn. Candy had her turn last season. Kenya had her turn every damn season. Now it's Porsha's turn. I don't feel sorry for her. Candy hands ain't dirty. No, it's not dirty. Her hands ain't dirty. But Candy wasn't the one that went around saying somebody tried to drug her. Candy wasn't the one that made some some elaborate ass lie. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't the one that made up that elaborate ass lie. Yeah, Phaedra was the one that set that shit in motion. She was. But Porsha was the one that accused Candy of doing it. But at the reunion, I didn't accuse Candy. I asked her. Someone told me that you said that you were trying to drug me and take me to a sex dungeon. And then at the restoration, she said that she felt that the shit was true. You accusing her. You said that you think it's true. Why would you think it's true? Because Phaedra told you? You and Candy did not have no issue prior to any of this. Y'all didn't have no issue until you decided to hop your ass into Phaedra's beef with Candy when it had nothing to do with you. The same way you said Candy is taking the side of her husband. What the fuck side is she supposed to take? Because Phaedra took the side of her husband when he told all them lies about Kenya. It's okay for certain people to do shit, but it ain't okay for Candy to do it. You Porsha and Phaedra fans are something serious. When you're right, you're right, and when you're wrong, you're wrong. And that's just what it is for me. I don't like the double standards. I was defending Phaedra tooth and nail when Kenya did all that shit to her. But in this instance, she does not deserve a fucking defense. She was wrong just as much as Candy was. But the fact of the matter is, Phaedra started all this shit by being a fake bitch. Phaedra started all this shit by telling everybody but Candy that she had a problem with her. She started this shit by making Candy look like the worst friend in the world when she already had a nigga that she was talking to already. Porsha made this shit worse by hopping in a situation that had absolutely nothing to do with her. And Porsha took it to a whole nother level when she decided to say that shit on national TV that Candy tried to drug her and take her to a sex dungeon. Bottom line, Porsha ain't no victim. Candy ain't no victim. And Phaedra definitely ain't no fucking victim. Phaedra is the reason for all of this shit. But I cannot fathom how y'all can defend Porsha for all the fake shit she did. She turned her back on Shamia, a bitch that was nothing but a friend for Phaedra. She sat up there and let Phaedra talk shit about Shamia all the way, but didn't say nothing. But y'all okay with that. Y'all like the fake shit. I don't. Because I had a friend that said one thing in front of me, but behind my back did another. And did some other shit too that everybody saw. And making me look like I was fake and I really wasn't. Bullshit. I don't like that. And that's all I gotta say about it. Leave your comments if you want to. But this is my last time defending myself. I'm done. Bye.